Morning. Just get my breath back. So last night, I think I fooled myself. Fooled? I think I fooled myself. Last night I started to feel a bit better, and because I'd eaten some yesterday, like I really forced myself to eat some stuff yesterday, and I started to feel better. I was laying in bed thinking, actually, it's not so bad. Maybe I'm starting to come out of it now. I've had the worst night. Like, I've been sweating, I've been freezing, I've been coughing, I've been out of breath, just laid down out of breath, my head's pounding, all that kind of thing. I woke up this morning really bad, and then I got a phone call at fucking 8 AM from Track and Trace. Now, for them that don't know, they phone you almost every day. Every other day they phone you, apparently. Every other day, just to remind you how illegal it is to go out. Imagine phoning people that they're pretty sure are going to be sick. Imagine phoning them at stupid o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock when you're ill is a stupid o'clock in the morning, don't get me wrong, right? And then reminding them, you know it's illegal, don't you? You know you're not going to go out. You're not going to go out, are you? And that's it, that's all they say. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, I unleashed a Liam rant on her as well. I said, where's your actual help? Well, you know, if you go online, you can find all the help and support you need. Right, well, I've done that. Where is it? Well, you know, you need to speak to your local council. Yeah, I've done that. Well, there's NHS volunteers. Yeah, but I've done that as well. So, where is it? Nothing. And then that's it. That's it, end of phone call. So I'll get one in another 2 days, same thing. Bear in mind, NHS volunteers said if I don't hear anything by Thursday, give them a call back. My isolation ends on Friday. So, given that they know my situation, bear in mind, right, this is kind of an experiment as well at the same time. Because I know that some of you lot will help me out, and I've got friends and family that will help me out. But imagine if I haven't got that stuff, right, and they're not even phoning me back. Not even phone me back. So as far as they're concerned, I've got no food. As far as they're concerned, I've got no way of washing or cleaning or emptying my toilet or emptying my rubbish. But I kind of haven't got that, actually. I've got a big bag of rubbish here that they've told me I can take to the business's bins that I'm working next to. I don't believe that either. I'm not allowed to walk my dog down an empty path, but I'm allowed to go to the communal bins of a big business where hundreds of people probably touch that bin a day. That's crazy, isn't it? I've been told I'm allowed to do that, but I'm not doing it because I don't think that's right. But anyway, yeah, they're not. This is a shit rant so far. I'm going to switch things up a little bit today. I've got this really ridiculous, you know, like I was saying about being Tom Hanks on Castaway. I've got this really ridiculous thing that I'm going to do today that's the most basic thing, but actually I think it's going to change my day a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in front of my van. I've decided to call that my conservatory. I'm going to go sit in the conservatory. It's a lovely sunny day, absolutely stunning day. So I'm going to go sit in the sun in the oh, don't, my stomach's killing. Oh dear. I'm going to sit in the conservatory and have a cuppa and have my breakfast in the conservatory. Oh dear. It hurts so bad. Anyway, I'm going to try and eat some more today. I'm going to keep going. Kat brought me a full cooked chicken. You're so funny, Kat. Brought me a full cooked chicken, and at first I was like, what the fuck am I going to do with that? Well, actually, me and the dog have been nibbling on it, and I made chicken sandwiches. Cold chicken sandwiches with brown sauce on. You know when you got leftovers from Sunday dinner and you're in the evening, you have a chicken sandwich with brown sauce. I've not had that in a long time. So actually, a really good thing that Kat did. But I've got some milk today, and I don't drink milk because I think the idea of drinking cow's milk is a bit disgusting. But what I do have, and this has been in my cupboard for ages, and it technically belongs to Alice, but she's not had breakfast here in 2 years. I've got them, so I'm going to put some milk on them and make me coffee, and I'm going to eat them in my conservatory. So I'm going to try my best to get this day off to a good start, even though it's kind of already had a bad start. But I'm going to try and flip it around. Imagine how many people there are out there that literally have nothing, literally have nobody, no way of contacting anybody, no internet, none of that bullshit. And then they get COVID and have to isolate, and then they try ringing these numbers and nobody does anything. Nobody does anything to help. Nobody gets in contact with them. Now, it makes me realise how incredibly lucky I am to have people out there like you lot, you and not him over there, because he's just watching just to dislike the video, but everybody else. Yeah, it makes me realise how incredibly lucky I am to have people, amazing supporters and that. But imagine if you don't have any of that, and you're just getting phone calls every couple of days to tell you that you mustn't go out. Don't go. It's like they're really fucking trying to scare the shit out of you. You know, they're really saying, you know, it's illegal. So you know it's illegal. Thank you for staying in to stop the spread of the deadly virus. Like really trying to sink it into you that if you step out of your door, you're responsible for spreading this deadly virus. Like, so imagine what it's like if you've got nobody. It has made me realise, like over the last couple of days, how lucky I am. I know that I am. The thing is, one thing I learned through Andy's Man Club was that your problems are always the worst because they're your problems. So it doesn't matter. So if I'm trying to think of a good way of explaining this. So if I break my leg, but you break both your legs, it doesn't mean my broken leg doesn't matter anymore because you're worse than me. My broken leg hurts for me just as bad as your two broken legs hurts for you. So I'm upset by not being able to see my kids, but there are people out there that that have lost their kids, for example, and don't get to see them. Now I can't imagine what that must feel like, and my heart really does go out to them, but that doesn't mean that I don't feel like sad because I miss mine, you know, because that's my problem, and then my problems are the worst problems because they're mine, and I feel them. I feel my problems. I don't feel other people's problems. So, kind of looking back at the last couple of videos, how upset I've been with the situation. I want people to understand that that's because that's how I feel, and I am an emotional person. I am. I don't know, like a struggling person. Everything's a disaster to me. Everything's like the worst. When something happens to me, it's the worst thing ever. That's my problem. I've got to deal with that. Don't get me wrong, I fucking miss my kids terribly, and I miss being around people. Like when people have. You know what's funny is that I miss people, but at the same time I hate people in equal measure. So when Unimpressed Jeff and Pixie came, and then Tim and Gary came to take the dog for a walk, and they're all stood just outside of my van, like. And I was so like overwhelmed and happy to see him, but then after like 10 minutes I was like, oh, can you all just fuck off now? I've had enough of company. Everybody that knows me personally knows that I have like I think it's just nice to know that people are around. Like usually when I park up places where there's other people, it doesn't mean that I socialise. I normally stay in my van, but it's just comforting knowing there's people there if I need it. Like, and where I am right now, I ain't really got that. I'm sort of like, I'm so close to Phoenix, like so close, probably a 2-minute walk, and how tempting it's been just to go over. But I plan on doing that on Saturday. I think Saturday. I'm going to try and figure something out. I'm going to try and get in touch with authorities and stuff, because I wanted to find out how long I'm infectious for and all that kind of stuff. Because Alice has shown no sign of it in any way, I'm going to try and keep away from Alice this weekend, just to avoid. But then again, this is all banking on me being better by Friday, Saturday. From what I'm gathering, like that's in the best case scenario. Like it doesn't mean I'm gonna. They've told me that all being well, I can go out on Saturday. But I mean, I'm going to be able to if I've still got. I think they said if you've got diarrhea and a cough, I can't go out. I've not got much of a cough though. I am coughing. My lungs are tight and all that, but I'm not coughing continuously or anything. I have got a cough. And the diarrhea thing, sorry to talk about that kind of thing, but I've pretty much just been eating fruit last few days. What the fuck do they expect? Oh dear me. Anyway, I've been trying to think about things I can do. Things I'm going to do when I'm allowed, when I'm being released. What am I going to do when I'm being released? I don't know. I'm in two minds whether to just drive the van somewhere nice and stay in the van, or fuck the van off and just get a hotel and stay in a hotel for a few nights and have a break from the van. One thing I do know is that I can't wait to see my Land Rover. I just want to drive around in my Land Rover. I'm going to go for a drive. And of course, now people are allowed to eat in restaurants as well, which is the thing I've been waiting for. I actually booked a restaurant. I booked a restaurant this week. It's Thursday night. So, well, now we're on Tuesday. Yeah, Thursday night I booked a restaurant to go eat out. And I've got to cancel it. I've waited all this time. To go eat in a restaurant, and I've got to cancel it. I don't know. Yeah, but I was thinking maybe going into the Peak District and going for a meal there or something, or maybe some lads from Andy's Man Club have asked to go out for a curry. Who knows? But I might not feel good enough, so that might not happen either. So there's a couple. There's a couple of things I'm trying to highlight here. And again, I'm not suggesting I'm the most vulnerable person. I'm not at all. But as far as the authorities know, I am a vulnerable person, given that I'm just stuck here in my van. Just trying to get to the bottom of it. What basic things like emptying my bin. Okay, so they send you a handbook that tells you, guilt trips you. Basically, it's saying, gives how to get through self-isolation. Sheffield residents share their stories. Christina: I self-isolated because I knew it was the right thing to do and I was protecting those I love and care about. Okay, nice one, I understand that, but again, that's kind of guilt-tripping people into doing it. Anyway, at the bottom there's some helpline numbers. Sheffield Drug Support Helpline, Sheffield Domestic Abuse Helpline, Sheffield Alcohol Support Helpline, all phone numbers, and then Sheffield Mental Health Guide. What? No, Sheffield Mental Health Helpline. No. So, if you were having a crisis, you've just got to go onto a website. Just got to go fucking visit a website. You couldn't make it up. Just mental health services in this country are just shot. Absolutely shot. Anyway, I'm now making it my mission to highlight the failings. I'm bored, so I'm on Twitter, and I'm contacting people.